Hi everybody, Namaste, it's Robin here. Peace and blessings to you, love and light. So it's time for an energy update for the month of July 2022. And I started tapping into, or just really deeply thinking about, the Galactic Federation and the Arcturian Council yesterday, because I feel like this is going to be a really important message for the Divinity Collective to hear. Okay, so if you're practicing magic, you're a tarot card reader, you're starseed, lightworker, empath, indigo, crystal, anybody that is leading the disaster team of the 3D matrix into higher realms of dimensions, this is for you. Okay, so even if you're not one of those people, this is also for you. So I don't usually ask direct questions when I'm channeling these energy readings, and I'll be using the Starman tarot card deck to do this, to interpret messages. But I feel this really pressing question, okay, about inflation and the price of gas. Okay, so I am going to ask that question. I feel it coming from the collective. I see it on social media, so I will ask that question. Okay, so let me just give the Starman tarot card deck a little bit of a tap to clear the energy so we can really, okay, I feel connected here, you guys. So I think this is a really good card that I pulled here. This is the Princess of Pentacles. Okay, so one of the things that I'm getting here is to, and I know it's a disaster, you guys. Everything, the prices for everything are really, they're nuts right now. Okay, but you have to remember that the keepers of the matrix, they are doing their best to drive fear across the collective of humanity in whatever method they can find. Okay, so the Princess of Pentacles, okay, she's very connected to her higher self, and she's very calm, and she is waiting, very poised. Okay, so there's messages coming in about money with the princess. All right, so it can be scary to like drive by a gas station and go, holy, look at the price of that, or go to the grocery store and have like your heart beat faster. Okay, this happens to me too, but you have to immediately remember to breathe. And the only way that we're going to bring things back into balance is if we stay balanced as individuals. Okay, so this is the first message I'm getting about rising costs and inflation. Okay, it's just to really just, okay, this is just gonna be, and this is what I'm getting, just sort of a momentary blip. Okay, so really do your best. I mean, if you have to start taking alternative methods of transportation, or maybe carpooling or couponing or doing whatever you can in the moment, the words I'm getting is this too shall pass. Okay, so really try to keep your elegance and poise in whatever it is that the keepers of the matrix are throwing at you. Okay, and I do believe last week's reading, and I'm getting a really, really solid rush of chills, and I'm feeling disorientation, and my head is spinning a little bit. So this is really an indication that my guides are just really swirling around me and providing as much balance and reassurance, and I feel like I'm going to cry. So I have a very powerful guide here with me right now. Just I don't know, can you guys even sense it? Because it's just it's blowing my mind. Okay, like I feel like I'm literally gonna start crying. So I don't even know what I was saying anymore. So let me just pull another card over top of the Princess of Pentacles. This too shall pass. Okay, so, and then we have, you guys, okay, so we have the Prince of Cups. So this is a beautiful card following up with the Princess of Pentacles, related to inflation and ridiculous prices everywhere we turn. Okay, so there is an offer coming in. Okay, I'm just getting words like benevolence. Okay, so I'm also getting things like, how we sit back and kind of moan and complain about the 1% and how they sit on their hands and they're not doing anything with all of their money to help people out. I do see somebody stepping forward, okay? So the Prince of Cups, this is somebody with probably just an exponential amount of money that is just like, you can't even, if you're not in that position where you're that wealthy, it's kind of like, it's hard to conceive, right? So the Prince of Cups is somebody coming in and offering some sort of solution to the divinity community and humanity and, you know, Gaia, okay? So this is really beautiful that I'm seeing this, okay? So our job is, while we're in the waiting room waiting for the Prince of Cups to come in with this huge monetary relief, and this will help everybody, not just, you know, North America. This is going to be a global impact, okay? It's really nice to see that there is somebody that has this accumulation of wealth that is also, I'm getting the words that they are a light worker and a star seed, okay? So this is going to be a huge anchor for those of us on the divinity team, on the light working team, on the star seed team, where we're here to balance, okay? So remember this posture, you guys, the next time that you feel like you're going to freak out about money, okay? Because when you freak out about money, you're actually pushing away your ability to manifest more money, okay? So let's all stand strong and be calm. If you have to do without a couple things for a little while, just tighten up your belt, bite the bullet, remain calm, remain poised, because, and I do see the word savior coming in on a financial level to help us out, okay? So, and that will bring things back into balance. And really give the keepers of the matrix, and I'm literally getting the words, a run for their money, okay? So, and this could be a massive turning point, because it is unfortunate that we are constrained by our immediate budget, okay? So this could be a huge relief for everybody, not just at the gas pumps, but on a higher level, okay? So whew, that was a very welcome message. That feeling, that emotion, that physical reaction that I was getting to one of my guides has finally left, because man, I was starting to shake. But anyway, so let me pull a couple more cards. But I think for all of us, this is what we really wanted to hear. Like, can we get back to normal living where, you know, we don't have to decide if we're going to pay the water bill or buy gas, you know? So, and inflation, like coming back down to like where we can live, you know what I mean? So let me pull a couple more cards. I'm being guided to take the top one. I won't look at it. I'm being guided to take one from the deck cut. I won't look at it. And then I'm being guided to take a card from the bottom of the deck, and I won't look at that either. And let's just pull these cards over. This is amazing, you guys, what we're getting here, okay? So we've got the Two of Wands, which is saying, you know, the future is ours to take, okay? So we're at a crossroads definitely right now where we could really like just like jump in the giant dumpster of the 3D matrix, or we could continue to move on into higher realms. And you can see that there's a visage of our guides there watching over top of us and helping us to make the right decisions while we sit in the waiting room for this Prince of Cups energy to come up and just really balance off. I'm seeing like the global economy, okay? So you don't have to make any immediate decisions here, you guys, because there is something that is coming in that is going to help change this. And you can see the next couple of cards that I pulled are just, they're so beautiful about the state of our community. And when I say our community, I am talking about us as light workers and on the Global Ascension team, anybody that is in contact with Global Federation, Galactic Federation, sorry, any, like you're communicating with any of your star guides and councils, okay? They're coming closer to us. You can see that with the Three of Cups. There is reason to celebrate. Our relationship should be deepening as well, because unfortunately, one of the side effects about inflation being so high is that people stop going and connecting together, okay? So if you look at this sort of inflation thing in the sense that it's sort of following right on the heels of the pandemic, these are all tools and techniques to keep people away from each other. But unfortunately, for that plan, we do have things such as like FaceTime, and we can get together. We can do things that do not cost money. You know, we can ride our bikes if you have one. I'm not allowed to ride them because I just fall off. I'm a disaster, okay, when it comes to gracefulness. But anyway, we can, like, this is a time to really be resourceful, okay? So if you want to look at, I saw this image a while ago and it was so meaningful. It was this, like, somebody in their crone phase, and they were standing in the middle of their garden, and it was like building up your own resources. I forget exactly what the meme said, but it was like my grandmother didn't worry about the cost of living because she really depended on her own resources. So when times get tough, you guys, like, really try to rein in your anger and just bring out your resourcefulness. This is a challenge. This is not the end of everything. This is not a time to be so angry. And this is what the keepers of the matrix, what their plan is, because when you live in fear, you're not thinking straight, okay? So really do your best to keep your head on your shoulders. Do things that can be like, just help you out in the present moment. Understand that this is only a phase, and through our relationships and our guides coming in, they're very close right now. They're very close. They're coming in to reassure all of us. So you might want to step up your meditation or your quiet time, however it is that you communicate with your guides. I do it with tarot cards. I know some people use runes or a pendant or whatever it is, okay? So really just emphasize, like, calling in the strength of your guides here and staying calm. And remember, like, you can always exactly strike that pose. Like, is there some sort of physical posture that makes you feel better when you strike it? For me, when I'm feeling tense, I do this, okay? I hold my own hand. And I keep it like just around midriff level. I'm sorry you can't see it, but you know, I always do this to reassure myself and to keep me from freaking out. Like, it just really, I breathe into the posture and I stand still and I'm okay. Okay, so this is what we all have to do for each other. Friendship's very important right now. Two of Cups is like relationships getting stronger. You can see that there's in this brick wall, it's being torn down. Really reminds me of the brick wall in Germany that, you know, people never saw that coming down, but it did. Okay, so just remember that. All these barriers that are being put in front of us, they can come down, and it's up to us as the collective with the Three of Cups being joyful despite all circumstances that are being put here by the keepers of the matrix. We are the ones with the help of this guide that is coming in, this light keeper, this I'm getting a really strong empath that is like beyond filthy rich, that is just going to say, that's enough. I have had enough. We are going to start distributing money where it matters. And this is, I'm not talking about like any structure that is already choking on their own wealth. Okay. This is going to be distributed to people that are in dire need, you know, just really start to help build us up. So that's the message that I'm getting for this month. It is just, it's a really beautiful change in tone from what I saw last month. I saw a really, really difficult month. Things were very challenging, and then this whole gas thing started getting out of control. So I hope this gives you a little bit of a spark, and you guys just always remember your posture of peace, whatever that looks like for you. If you need to do a Namaste posture, like a yoga pose, deep breath, hold your own hand. Remember, I am here to support you, sending you so much love. Take care. Bye, guys.